I'm Arian, and as you probably already know, this is my kitchen makeover. So this is my apartment. We are here, and it's 475 square feet total. So not including the main area and the bathroom, I have no idea what size this kitchen is, but it's enough for me, and I think it's cute. Disclaimer. Okay, this is really bad, but I kind of sort of don't have before footage. I know I filmed it, but I can't find it. So just for reference, this is what my kitchen looks like with stuff in it directly before this reno. This is not even a renovation, what I'm talking about. But luckily, I do have this video from Insta Stories. So this is what my kitchen looked like when it was more bare bones, close to like when I first moved in. So the goal here was really just to kind of clean up the aesthetic a little bit, similar to the bathroom situation where I had to reseal the sink. And if you're like, what? I did kind of a mini makeover to my bathroom, actually thinking about readdressing it. But if you guys want to see that video, then I'll link it in the description box below. So I noticed the same situation in the kitchen, which was not dirty, but just discolored because it wasn't sealed very neatly. It was pretty textured and therefore hard to clean. As you can see, I have done an excellent job at pouring that out. There we go. So now we're just gonna smooth it out. So I just grabbed some silicone and this tool, which literally does all the work for you. So all you have to do is pipe it and then clean it up. Literally takes like 3 to 5 minutes. So this is my #1 tip for making things look really polished. So now you can see why I'm doing this. That looks nice and clean, and then that doesn't. So now I'm gonna go all the way around. And this is the part that probably needs it the most, because like what? This is gonna be really hard, but yeah, I'll figure it out. And in the aftermath, because this kitchen is all white, you can see that that really made a huge difference. So that was the first step, but ultimately the point of the makeover was just to give it a little bit more character because it's an all white kitchen. Not really, because there's like black and stainless steel, but you know what I mean. So one of the easiest ways to break up solid colors is to just add texture. And the owner has actually kind of already done that a little bit with having a contrast of the matte walls to the shiny, almost veneer surface of the cabinets. But still the color palette is so neutral that it just needs something else. So I decided to add in a faux tile. And instead of going with a subway tile, which is pretty popular right now, I did like that look, but I actually wanted to take it more traditional and just do a regular grid pattern. But was even more satisfied when I actually found this rectangular pattern, because the size of these tiles really help the design of this, because if they were smaller, they would make small space look even smaller, because you'd have all of these like little squares. And honestly, the distance between the top cabinets to the countertop is not that much. Was like 17 inches, but there were points where the height even decreased to like 14 inches. So this size actually tricks the eye into thinking that there's more space than there really is, because the tiles look big. So as far as the main kitchen area is concerned, I'm really doing what I consider to be like the bare minimum, because really I'm only adding the backsplash. Usually in this situation, the first thing that people might do is actually change out the knobs, because that can really transform a kitchen just by altering that minute detail. However, as you can see, there is actually quite a bit of cabinet space in this area, especially considering the built-in unit around the refrigerator. And also, since we're being renter friendly, doing less means that I have less to change back when I actually move out. So if anything is like, yeah, I could live with that, then no, I'm not changing it. And that saves me money, and who doesn't like to do that? Okay, so this is where we are right now, and I've lived with the gray grout for like a week or two, and I have to say that I definitely want to go with my original plan, which is to make the grout black. So I went and I got some striping tape, and now I'm going to apply that. And then as far as this side goes, I'm going to make a painting to go there, I think. And then I'm going to get a little fancy with this wall. So let's fast forward to that now. So this is what I'm using for the towel. I originally bought a marker, but since this is plastic and not obviously real grout, I decided that wasn't the best route, and to be honest, this isn't the stickiest of tapes, but this is gonna do. And I'm not gonna lie, for a second after staring at it for so long, I was like, did this even make a difference? But once I stepped back, I could clearly see a distinction, and it made a huge difference. So I'm really glad I did this. All right, I'm all done, and thankfully you can't see that corner because it looks very dodgy. So for the next DIY, I actually wanted to create a menu. And the reason why is because I was going for kind of like a cafe vibe, in case that didn't already come across. And if you're like, I thought you were all about bringing things into your home that have form and function, why do you need a menu? Well, it actually is going to be functioning as two things. It's going to be art, which does have a purpose in itself, but also this is a reminder to me that I don't necessarily have to go out for an outdoor experience. Number two, it's healthier, and number three, and most importantly, it's actually usually cheaper. So this is an incentive to do it myself because I am a person who definitely benefits from visual cues. So I first started off with these wood pieces that I got from AC Moore, who are going out of business, by the way. So if you want to make this project, go quickly, which I cut down to size. I think this was 18 inches in case you're curious. And I found the easiest way to do that was to score it on both sides with an X-Acto knife a few times and then just snap them in half. And to be cautious, of course, you do want to sand down the edges just to finish them off and make sure you don't get any splinters. Then it was time to attach my letters, and the hope for this project was actually to make this magnetic. However, the magnetic strip that I was hoping to hide behind the wooden dowels or pieces it just wasn't strong enough to be able to grab the magnet. So instead of magnet letters, I settled for the ones that you use on like a felt board, which also meant that I had to cut off the little prongs. All right, menu's done, and as you can see, I used some of the pieces to kind of stabilize the letters since I've chosen to put them, you know, justify them at the bottom rather than, you know, glue them at like the middle. So that is it, and I'm going to use some mounting tape to adhere it to the wall.
I really trust my senses, catch me if I fall, so done with second guessing, you seem to have it all, in loving not for anything emotional too soon, you got my invitation, now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me. So of course the final step was to just add all of the finishing touches and all of the things that I'm actually going to be using in my kitchen. So I had to do my little tea station, bring in a little bit of color, bring in a little bit of green. And if you guys have any questions about supplies or anything I'm putting in here, of course everything will be linked down in the description box below. And you'll notice that I added a cutting from a plant on my countertop, but I don't have any natural light in here, so I just wanted to let you guys know that you can use indoor light. Sometimes I put this underneath the microwave light, and also you can buy grow lights. And for dish soap, I actually just filled an old bottle with Castile soap because I noticed that there was a station at Mom's Market. I just thought I'd add that in there because I know a lot of you guys asked me about how you can reduce your waste. Even though I'm not like zero waste, I just try to be like mindful and do what I can to incorporate it in my life more and more. It's all about fitting your lifestyle, you know? So that's the secret. You just try to seize as many small opportunities as you can. Then over the long term, you'll notice that you've started to make a big difference. And Instagram is starting to know me like really well because them ads be hitting different. Like every single thing they show me I want to buy. So recently I picked up this pan, and a lot of you guys have asked me about it on Instagram, and yes, I do like it, so I approve. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it lets me know what you want to see more of, and then I can make more videos for you guys. And if you happen to be coming here from my bedroom makeover, then I just wanted to tell you the updated pillow will be coming very soon. So if you aren't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.